Well, hello! It's Inktober day 15, so guess what? We made it to the halfway point. Yahoo! Yahoo! Congratulations! If you made it this far with me, we only have 16 more days to go actually till Halloween. And I'm enjoying myself, so you know what? I thought I would do something a little bit more creepy and do a scary doll. Well, she's not really scary after all. For me, yeah, I'm afraid of dolls. And the word is ragged, so why not draw a raggedy doll or a ragged doll? And yes, as a little kid, I feared dolls. And whenever anybody got them for me for my birthday or Christmas, it was like, no, and I would have to hide it. At night, I would bury them in the hamper when I went to sleep at night, so no doll went into bed with me. Nope. But it's kind of funny when you think of fears and how silly they are, but at the same time, you can't rationalize it, you know, it just happens. And I had some really bad nightmares with about a doll when I was a kid, about a doll I had, and I don't remember the specifics of it, but I know that I never liked them. They've always creeped me out, and I was always afraid they would come to life and get me as a kid. As an adult, I don't like the theory of like the haunted doll, or people go out of their way and purchase haunted dolls. There is no way a haunted doll is ever gonna be in my house. Not even the thought of it. Why? I've lived in haunted houses. It wasn't fun. I had a not so scary experience that was kind of more docile, but I also had a oh hell no experience. So I would not want to bring anything into my house that's gonna conjure anything up like that, because I never want to experience that again. Even the one that was a little more docile, as far as ghosts go, it's just something I don't care to repeat. But this little ragged doll with the button eyes is kind of cute, but maybe that's scarier, because underneath that cuteness, you don't know what's lurking in there. You know, look at the doll whose name starts with an A, and I can't even say her name, so I won't, but you know, she's a Raggedy Ann doll, so you never you know, look at the doll whose name starts with an A, and I can't even say her name, so I won't, but you know, she's a Raggedy Ann doll, so you never know. You have to just be careful, because things are not always what they seem. So I had fun drawing this little doll. She ended up turning out exactly the way I wanted, and I had fun sharing this little story with you of my fear of dolls. I'm more afraid of the porcelain ones though. Those freak me out. Even though in a fight, like if you're gonna have to battle a doll, a porcelain one is probably more defeatable than a rag doll, right? I mean, either one, you could set the rag doll on fire, the porcelain doll, you could toss it across the room and it's gonna break. But in a pickle, when you're trying to get away in a hurry, I think you're better with a porcelain doll as far as odds go. I don't know, what do you think? Put it in the comments. What would you rather have if you had a haunted doll in your house coming after you? Would you rather have it be a porcelain doll or a rag doll? I notice this is happening again. A lot of times it's the time of day when I'm recording. Also, my desk is flimsy with that I'm working on, and I don't have a place to mount it overhead too well because I don't own this place, I rent. But anyway, yes, I think I am more wary with dolls from the consignment store because they're more likely to have a spirit attached to them, and that's my fear of bringing home something that has a spirit attached to it, especially from a consignment store. I've heard horror stories, and it creeps me out a little bit, although I do have a cute table that I got at one. It's a little coffee table, and it's one of my favorite things. So, not always. But when you walk in that area where they have all the toys and the dolls are just there and they look so scary, and I'm like, nope, half of those are probably haunted. Not gonna happen. At the end, after I signed my piece of art, I decided that I wanted to make her hair purple. So I got my purple pen and colored her hair in purple. That's actually a Bic marker that I got for like $1 at the market across the street, but I like the way it works really well. So what's it gonna be? What are we gonna name her? Throw some suggestions in comments. I'll throw it on a wheel, spin it, and I'll pin the name in the comments. We'll see what we name her. I hope you're having a good one though. It's halfway through the month of October, and I'm a little sad because I'm not doing enough classic movie monsters or other scary movie monsters. So I'm gonna throw a couple extra videos in here that aren't Inktober related as well, and more monster related, paranormal, and stuff like that. And I will be telling some scary or ghost stories when I do that. I might also go live a couple times. Oh, do you hear that? Every time. I also might go live a couple times too, doing the same thing. So just be on the lookout. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your coming back here. You're awesome. I love ya. And it's just making all this so much fun and worth it. I've been having a awesome time, and it's actually been helping doing this Inktober thing with a lot of things, not just with the algorithm, but with myself too, and keeping me from going insane with everything in this world. So it's been pretty cool. So thank you once again for watching.